Hey everyone, how you doing? Imran Web Squadron. You probably just saw me like stretching out my jaw. Hey Gene, hey John, hey Maddie, hey Raptor. Hey Maddie, I haven't had a chance to look at your website yet at the moment, mainly just because I've had some other stuff on. Got a little bit sidetracked this morning. Not got as much done as I really wanted to. I'm working on the super course, just finalizing a couple of documents that are little add-ons for the course, but I need to get them I really want to get them kind of done today so I can have focus on other stuff tomorrow and Sunday as well. Still got a video to edit and all of that. Hey Michael, hey Big Kahuna, how are you all doing? Hey, I'll tell you what, I've just spent like the last hour scratching my head about my gas and electric bill with how about how the amount of money I owe has shot up quite a bit, and I need to work out why. And I still feel like they've done something wrong. But anyway, Sergio, Stacy, Tice, how you doing? Mike, great to have you here. Hey Dave, how are you all doing? It's Friday. It's Friday. How's your week gone? How's your week gone? My week's been pretty good. It's been pretty good in terms of getting on with things with the super course. I mean, I have just flown through getting stuff created. Hey Chillster, hey Pez. Potential client stuff going really well. New videos created, new methodologies. Remember, on Tuesday, I will share, I think, a pretty good, decent, amazing way of doing something different with WooCommerce. And also on Monday, I'm going to share the results for this survey. Now, this survey does end in 1 hour, right? It ends in 1 hour. All right. I'm just going to pop the survey there. If you are part of any website group or forum or committee or cult or anything out there, please share that. It ends in 1 hour. We only have 128 entries. We only have 128 people that have completed that survey. And that number it's okay, but it is low. I would have liked to have had about 500 or more. As a number point of view, it is quite low. So if you know anyone who could help to complete that survey, please don't go and complete it more than once, all right? You're not meant to do it more than once. But if you know any forums, any groups, Webflow, Wix, Squarespace, Bricks, any groups where you think you could get people to complete that, please do share it. Pez is saying, that's for the Grow Big, Pez. And to be honest though, Pez, it does depend on the website. So if they are really basic, like 2-page, 5-page websites, you could get about 15 on the Grow Big server, Pez. But if you're doing WooCommerce, you might get about, I don't know, 7 or 8. I wouldn't go over 7 or 8, right? Yeah, exactly, cult. But I wouldn't go over 7 or 8 because it's the amount of innodes. And this is something a lot of people sometimes don't actually consider. So SiteGround say, hey, grow big, unlimited websites. Yeah, if your website was like literally like tiny. But you got to think about innodes. Hey, Nikos. Hey, Eddie. How are you doing? John, you love the recent one. Hey, you know what's really cool about that snippet, though, that I shared? What is super cool about it is that you can replace the video URL, literally just change the URL to be a PDF document. That PDF document could be anywhere. You could even put on a blog post. You could put the blog post URL in. You could pop in anything. So if you want to pop in videos, URLs, PDFs, sorry, not PDFs, blog URLs, you could even put in a product URL. So you could even direct them to a product, you know. Your YouTube channel, you can basically direct them in so many different places. And that code snippet, I was messing around, and then, you know, refined it a little bit, and it worked. Hey, Plorat, do you prefer Google My Business? Yeah. Okay, so I don't do it for them, Plorat. What I do is I strategize with them. So I say to them, look, if you go for the SEO optimization package, I will do your SEO with your keywords and your meta title tags. We're going to use Rank Math. We'll do your Google Search Console, your Google Analytics, your indexing, and your sitemap. We do all of that. Then as part of that, I also say, as part of this package, I will advise you on strategies for your business. And this is then where I talk to them about Publer, social media, where they need to focus, how they need to engage with groups, how they need to improve their profile. Does it say anything about the business? Why are you hiding it? Let people know about it. Then I talk to them about business profile, or Google My Business as it used to be called. And then I tell them, you need to go here and do X, Y, Z. You need to do that. Not me. You need to do it. Because that's a bit more, you know, the whole thing with the verification with the postcard and all of that. So as part of the strategy, right, I say I will offer them advice, but they're not going to get that advice from me unless they buy the SEO package, the desirable, you know, the rank map setup, the sitemap, you know, all of that stuff. So if they go for it, then they get my advice. Yeah, I'm on the Grow. To be honest, Pez, I use the Grow Big. I've got one server with them for the Grow Big. So Eddie, I have not tried the AI PRM Pro version. I haven't tried it, Eddie, if I'm honest, and I don't know enough detail to know, like, is it worth it? Like, what? I mean, I haven't even looked yet, but can you summarize what is the benefit over the AI PRM Premium? There does come a danger where we could overdo it with how many premiums we have. Like, you might end up going with ChatGPT Plus, then you got Midjourney. There comes a point where we start to have loads and loads of gigs. Like right now, I'm paying for Apple Arcade because my son likes to use Apple Arcade, right? You got Microsoft. I got Apple Cloud. What else? There's more stuff than that. I know there's more stuff than that. And it starts to add up, doesn't it? It starts to add up. But if you can summarize a summary of AI PRM Premium for ChatGPT, that'd be really, really good. A freelancer, what's the future of WordPress? 43% of all websites right now, 43% of all websites are WordPress. Oh, okay. Cheers, Eddie. I'll have a look at that later. 43% are WordPress. Do you need to learn or move to code? I mean, okay, a freelancer, tell me a bit more about you. How long have you been designing websites? Whereabouts are you based? How long have you been designing websites? Or have you never learned websites? Because you say a freelancer, but a freelancer could be anything. You could be selling orange juice, right? You could be selling orange juice and it's not even your front lawn. You've just taken it, put a table on someone else's front lawn and you're selling it, right? So 43% of websites are using WordPress, right? 8.1 websites in the world. This is a major statistic, everyone, right? Major statistic. 8.1 or 8% of all websites in the world are built with Elementor. Not just WordPress now, I'm talking about the whole website where we know about them, or they, they're not in in dodgy places. But 8%. So John, do we use online backup solutions? Well, we got SiteGround, number one. For some of our client websites, we have Updraft, which goes to their Google Cloud. On our websites and some other ones, we also regularly do all-in-one exports as well. I do them quite regularly, so I'm always doing an export. Whenever I'm trying something out, I just take an export. It takes 4 minutes, 3 minutes, whatever, to just create the file and download. I'm fine with that. So A Freelancer's been building for 2 years in WordPress, okay? WordPress has been around for 20 years. How old are you, A Freelancer? How old are you? Can you tell me how old you are? Because this will get me to understand you better as well. How old are you, A Freelancer? So you've been working on WordPress for 2 years. How old are you? How old are you? How old are you, my friend? Hey, how old are you? What's happening? How old are you? You're 18 years old. Okay, right. Okay, so let's now... all I'm saying is, right, is that 43% of websites right now are built. In fact, please don't forget to share. If you haven't done this survey, you've got to do that survey, right? It's going to take you 2 minutes. It's free. There's no sign up. You got to do it, okay? You got to do it. 43% websites are built with WordPress. Of all the websites in the world, not just WordPress, 8% are Elementor. Right, back to A Freelancer. Okay, WordPress has been around 20 years, right? So 2003. In 2003, so WordPress has been around longer than you were alive, A Freelancer. Do you have a name, A Freelancer? I don't want to keep saying Afri. Have you got a name? In 2003, I was starting to learn SQL, and I was getting more funkier and crazy with Excel and macros and stuff, right? In 2003, a lot of us were still using Nokia phones, right? You know, the Nokia, what would have been out in 2003? It wasn't the 3210, that was before, that was 3 years earlier. The 3310 and all of that. It might have been a Nokia where actually you could open it and it became a full keyboard. I remember I had that one, right? Ubaid. Hi, Ubaid. So 2003, we were all Nokia people, right? The internet, the internet was still evolving. We were just about getting used to MSN, not MSN, Yahoo Messenger in offices and stuff like that. 2003 was 4 years before the first iPhone. The very first iPhone, 2003, was 4 years before that. Okay? In 2003, the PlayStation 2 had come out 2 years prior, I think it was. Or 3 years prior, or 2 years prior even. Something like that. Hey Sinan, hey Shafiq, how you doing? Right? Okay, the PlayStation 2. Technology, right, was still in its infancy in terms of the digital age. Since it came out, the world has massively moved on, right? We've gone from DVDs to Blu-rays to other tech, right? The MP3 tech, all of that, all of this evolution of things, right? But WordPress is still 43% of the market. We're using it. I'm using it. Loads of big people are using it. Loads of massive websites use it. And Mike had a BlackBerry. Yeah, that was at that time as well. Yeah, BlackBerries were big as well. It was Nokia BlackBerry with the big ones. And Motorola, a little bit. You know, they had their Razor. Do you remember they had the Razor? The Pebble. That was it. They had the Pebble phone. It was like a clamshell. They had the Pebble. I even had that. It was nice. These are the days when all we ever needed was a little screen like that. About that big, tiny, not even that, it's about like that. Right? In 20 years, we're still using WordPress because WordPress, even though it has a very slow evolution, in 20 years, it's got a very slow evolution. What we use on top of WordPress, inside WordPress, right, is the game changer. The page builders, the plugins, the themes. So I would say, cheers for that, Eddie. I'll have a look at that later, by the way, Eddie. Okay, I'm not going to look at it now, but I will look at it later. To be honest with you, Maddie, I'm not surprised it's only 43%, mainly because if you look at what else is out there, you know, if you think about it, 13 years ago, roughly, Wix came on the scene, and Wix really started, you know, putting, you know, hey, we're better and we're all this. Squarespace, when they do loads of their Keanu Reeves advertisements, when they first started, he was on board with them then. He's probably never ever built a website, but they had him in there. Hey, Shaveen. So you have loads of other platforms like, right, you got loads, you got Webflow, Weebly, Joomla. There's tons and tons of other bits of things happening, right? So WordPress is not going anywhere, okay? I can tell you now, WordPress ain't going anywhere. If you do want to go and learn code, go for it. If you have the time and the patience and you've got the right resources, YouTube videos, books, people you can speak to, forums you can bounce ideas off, if you want to get dirty with code, go for it. I'm good with the code I need to know to do what I need to do. Hey Richard, how you doing, my friend? I'm good. In fact, yeah. I'm good at what I need to know to do what I need to do. Right? And that's how I draw the line. I won't know everything, but I don't need to know everything. And that's the way it is in life. Very good point, Sinan. You are right. You are right. Please don't forget, if you have not completed this survey, okay, we are now hitting 1 hour. We are now literally entering the final hour of that survey. And if you have not completed it, please go and do it. If you can share that with anyone you know who works with websites, does not have to be just WordPress, by the way. Please do let them know. But I have to say, I was surprised at Elementor. Of all the WordPress websites, right? Sorry, of all the websites in the world, 8% is Elementor. Of all the WordPress websites, 11% are Elementor, right? So if you take all of the WordPress websites, Elementor has got 11%. You might go, well, that's quite big or that's quite small. But even when you take all of the CMSs, right, for the websites, right, WordPress in itself is very convoluted, right? And, no, not convoluted. What's the word? What's the word for busy? Oh, I can't think of a word now. It's basically busy, right? You got so many different page builders in there. Okay, Juan, my question was just ignored. Which question, Juan? Juan, I can't. Which question are you talking about, Juan? Where's your question? I did, but Juan, I did answer it. So you said, right, Elementor is the best. And I explained it by saying we've got 43% websites in the world are WordPress. Of all the websites in the world, 8% are Elementor. So does that mean that Elementor is the best? Well, that's subjective, isn't it? It's like someone saying 10% of the world eat cheeseburger. Does that mean cheeseburger is the best burger in the world? Not really. It just might be that 10% majority eat cheeseburger. But you might not want to eat cheeseburger. So it is literally like, was that your question one? Because that was the only question you had, and I'd answered it already. It's all very subjective. Nice one, Dave. Well done, my friend. Well done on your 50th subscription. Wow, Pez has asked a very, very difficult question, okay? Pez has asked a really difficult question. What was the first popular page builder, Beaver or Composer? I have a sneaky feeling it was Composer, I think. So Richard, I don't use Cadence, but I know Paul put out a video because Cadence have had a bit of a facelift almost in terms of the structure and what they do. So I don't really use it myself. Cadence, I don't really feel like I need to. However, apparently it has been, yeah. Okay, what theme do I use? Hello. That's a really easy one. One. It's hello. That's all you need to use. Or it depends though. My listing for directory, hello for everything else. And if you're using bricks, then you're going to just use bricks. But Sinan, there is a question at the end, Sinan. So Sinan, I want to post this back up here for you, right? There is a question at the end, okay, which is for agency. So when you get work from an agency, what did the agency charge, kind of thing, right? What did the agency charge? So there is a question at the end about the agency, so you can still do it. You basically go for non-applicable for everything. Non-applicable, non-applicable, non-applicable. And then the final one was agency, so you can still do it. You can still do it, my friend. All right, so get in on there. I might have a look at Cadence Blocks 3 when I get a chance, maybe tomorrow. Because obviously, Paul has said it's a big facelift and all of that. And I think I might jump in and have a look as well. I mean, out of interest, what kind of website are you building for yourself or your client? Because I might change my answer. So can you tell us about the website you're building for yourself or for your client, please? I might have a look as well, Richard, out of interest. So Shafiq, what highly successful WooCommerce website is comparable to Shopify? To be honest, Shopify is one of the best. Shopify is one of the best out there in terms of what it does. There's just a price, and then you're tied into their infrastructure. Then there's add-ons and upsells and stuff like that. WordPress, for me, gives you more flexibility to be very, very unique with what you want to do. So I would say, Shafiq, your question really is going to be answered by what you're trying to achieve. Do you want to go down the Elementor or the WooCommerce or the Bricks or whatever route? Or do you want to go down the Shopify route? Hey Manaf, how you doing? Great to have you here. Dave, I was planning to get more into Generate Press and Generate Blocks now. I had planned to do it by March. I'm now going to delay it until summertime. In the summer, I'm going to delay it until summertime because I still feel like I need to see more development of the Generate stuff. Hey Erica, how are you? Great to have you here. So John likes how Elementor have introduced a new modern UI. The current one feels outdated. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm still unsure about that purple button, if I'm really honest, John. That purple button does grate on me quite a lot. I would have preferred it if they just had an icon that wasn't so purple and in your face. Maddie, Tuesday. So today is Friday. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, right? I can't get my hands right. There we go. 4 days, okay? 4 days to go, and then you'll see it. Exactly what Mike says, and this is why I don't always advise my clients to go Shopify, even if I know they want something like Shopify. Because I basically say to them, so why have you come to me? And you know what they say? Oh, because Shopify's too expensive. And I kind of go, well, then you have to compromise. And we can do it with WordPress, and we can do it with WooCommerce, and we can try and adjust things. But there's always going to be a bit of a compromise. Exactly, Mike. Yeah. Same with Wix. You know, once you're inside their infrastructure, and it's the analogy I gave the other day, I think, which was, do you build your business, your entire infrastructure in a garage, and now you're stuck a little bit? Or do you do it somewhere else where, oh, I want to go to a different warehouse. Right, we pick it up and go here. Oh, I want to work from home now. Right, we pick it up and go here. In a way, another great way to think of the difference between Shopify, Squarespace, and Wix versus WordPress is imagine your laptop is WordPress. Your laptop is WordPress. The table is the host, right? Your laptop is the WordPress. The table is the host, okay? I can go to any other table, sofa, bed, garden, wherever I want with my laptop. I can even go to a hotel with my WordPress, the laptop. I can do what I want. Obviously, you don't just jump host every day. You do what you want. Hey, Olivier, sorry. Hey, Mia, how are you? Hey, John. Did I say hi to you, John? I don't know if I did. I did, didn't I, earlier? Whereas when you have a big hunker-dunker desktop machine, okay, you know, big gaming PC, fans, lights, USB ports everywhere, wires everywhere, and it's on your desk, and you now want to go and work in a different room, are you going to pick up your entire desk and setup? Oh, we better go there. Oh, what about the monitor? Oh, yeah, we better take the monitor. That's literally the analogy I would give, because Wix, Squarespace, all these solutions, Shopify, if you are happy with them, go for them. Go for them. But bear in mind, there's a lot of hassle that comes with it. Yes, Mia, I am having a good Friday. I've not been as productive today as I really wanted to be. So I need to get back on track after we've done the live chat, because I'm a little bit frustrated that I've not got done as much as I really wanted today. But I have said, okay, get this done and that done by 2 o'clock this afternoon. So I've got to get on with some stuff. Gene, what did you think about the global CSS selectors preview in Elementor yesterday? If I'm honest, Gene, I haven't studied it enough to really get my head round the benefits of it at the moment, Gene, so I need to touch base again on that. Research officer, after developing a site at WordPress, which platforms we have to register to get it indexed on? Well, okay, research officer, really easy one. Have you got an SEO tool like Yoast or Rank Math? I would recommend Rank Math all day long. SEO Press, all-in-one SEO, squirrely, there's loads of solutions. Go for what works for you. Number 2, have you set up Google Search Console and submitted the website sitemaps? Have you set up Google Analytics with GA4? Have you done the indexing or the instant indexing? If not, what you need to do is go to our video channel, okay? By the way, please don't forget to hit the survey if you've not done it. Don't forget the word Uranus as well if you do go to our website to get the super course. You need to go to our video channel and look for the video called Rank Math. We have a video called Rank Math. Not rank as in it stinks. I mean Rank Math as in Google Rank. Okay, Rank Math. You need to go and get that video, watch it, study it. It's about an hour long. Watch it and go and do what you need to do to get your website sorted out. Okay, research officer. Shafiq, I'm planning to build my first ecom website. Shopify makes it... Exactly, Shopify does make it easy. But just bear in mind, okay? Just bear in mind there will be extra cost. And bear in mind paid adverts. Are you sure you know what you're doing? Don't waste your money. Don't expect money to come dropping in. Just make sure you make your adverts very key not key, addictive to watch and engage with. Hey Andrew, how are you doing? How was your forest school that you were doing that day? How was all of that? The thing is, though, right, with global classes with Elementor, I need to see it and play with it a little bit more, because there was the whole thing about setting you could create a button and set a style as a default. Now we're moving into the global classes thing. I need to just play around with it more. Is it going to be similar to what we do with bricks, where we can have a class system for heading, subheading, loads of stuff? Is it going to be like that? And I need to play with it to get a real feel for it. Don't worry, research officer, okay? Just go to the video channel, go and search for rank math, one word, okay? The video is about 1 hour. The last 25 minutes of the video are me doing the keywords and everything on a page. So the first 35 minutes are the most important for the settings. The video even talks to you about how to do your Google Search Console and your Google Analytics and your indexing and all of that. So please do go and do that. Well, that's the thing, Gene, right? I am assuming it's going to be like bricks as well, but it's not until I play with it and put it through its paces that I'm going to get a feeling for, is it as good or better even? I would like to think it was as good, otherwise they wouldn't go there with it. Absolutely what John says, though. Never used a storefront from WooCommerce. I find it really ultra boring. Question from, hey Alex, how are you? Question from RaptorX. Old website got lots of spam. You rebuilt it, now getting spam. What's the best practice to self-guard the website? To be honest though, look, I've said this before, right? You could have the best security in the world, but if someone's going to try and break in, they're going to try and break in. So what can you do? You can put barriers or buffers in place. Clean Talk. There's other plugins. Honeypot is a popular one that I use. So in your Elementor form, you put 4 honeypot fields, but you give them real names. City, country, I don't know, location, I don't know, what do you have for breakfast? I don't know. You give them real names, okay? And they usually do help to catch a lot of the bots and other stuff like that. Cheers, Mia. 1 hour, well worth watching. I would rather do something else for an hour, but I'll take that, Mia. I'll take that. 5 to 7 year olds. Yeah, I mean, I think it depends, doesn't it, Andrew? Were the kids well behaved? If they're having a bad day, or there's a bit of tension or conflict, it ain't good. Were the kids well behaved? Olivier, by chance, do you have any advice for creating a mega menu without plugins? Yes, Olivier, I've got a video on that. If you go to our video channel, type in mega menu, I've got videos on how to create mega menu with Elementor sections and Elementor containers. So if you go over, okay, to our channel, you will see a video on it. You can still do what I tell you in that video. You can still do it even with the free version. The only difference is where the code will be, you'll have to just drop it anywhere where you can put custom CSS in. The methodology I share with you for Elementor sections or containers is basically the similar code, but I've done 2 separate videos. Go and watch that, and that's going to tell you what to do. So you need to go and watch that, okay? Mega menu. Go and search for it in our YouTube channel, and you'll find it. Yeah, it is, Andrew, innit? Herding cats. They'll do what they want. Yep, JavaScript. There's other ways as well whereby you can actually use... what's the word? Oh, dear, I can't remember. You do something to the email where it turns it almost into like a binary code. What's the word? I did it for a client as well. Basically, wherever you have your email on your website, it's literally like it binary codes it so the bots don't hit it. Petar, is it better now to have templates or to buy a theme? What do you need the template for though? And what do you need the theme for? So if you're going to build from scratch, right? YouTube, you got to go to YouTube one. All the videos are there for free. The videos are all there for free one. You can watch whatever you want. Take care, be Informatica. Right, back to Petar. You're talking about template and theme. So my answer to you is, what do you need the template or the theme to do? If you're going to build from scratch, just use Hello. It's free. If you're going to use a directory, I like to use the My Listing theme. If you're going to use bricks, you got to get the bricks theme. But it all depends. I don't like using templates. If I'm honest, I like to build what I want to build for me or my client, and that's it. So I like to be independent of relying on a separate template or a theme. Hello is very lightweight. Sorry, Dave Den, you're right. I missed that bit out. You will need the Elementor Header Footer Builder plugin, which is free if you've not got Elementor Pro. But can I please stress, if you're using Elementor and you're not investing in Elementor Pro, you're missing a trick. Okay? You're going to spend and waste a lot of time on third-party plugins and other solutions, and then you're going to regret it when there's a problem. I know people who have not invested in Elementor Pro, they've got Elementor Free, and then they're paying for Astra Pro. And I really don't get it. I really don't get it. I do get it, but I don't get it. You got Elementor Free and Astra Pro. Just get Elementor Pro. It's just, I know it's $10 more for Elementor Pro, but you're getting loads more stuff here than you're really getting here. And then it just doesn't, it's just not a good way to do it. So what I need to do, is I need to, I think, do a video and share a methodology. There's a word for it. What's it called? It begins with D. What did I do to their email? My brain's going blank now. I need to dig it out and do a video on it. I need to do a video on it, okay? Hey, Tower Cat. Did I do it? I think I did do a video on it. Hold on. How you doing, Tower Kangas? You're not late, by the way, okay? You're never late. You're always on time. Right, I'm sure I did a video on it. It just brings... there's memories going off in my head. No, it's not that. It's not that. Where is it? I need to do a video on it, okay? So, hold on, wait. Did I do a video on it? No, I didn't. Right. I just need to make a note of this, everyone. Hold on a moment. I've just got to make a note. Here. Email thing. Because I can't remember what the word for it is. So I'm going to do a video and I will try and get that video out maybe today. No promises, but maybe today I might get a video out later on, okay? Exactly, Richard. Templates, right? You want to just build out. Peter, I meant, is it easier to make a website with a theme or template? Again, though, Peter, I would say, what is the basis of what you're trying to build? Is it for you or is it for a client? I mean, I don't really do programming, so I use Elementor Pro. That's why I do it, right? But you don't need to use a template. If you're rushing, then a template could really help you out. But it very much depends on what you're building, right? Very much depends on what you're building and what the aim is. Because sometimes a template might stop you doing something extra. So is the pain of trying to modify a template worth it? That's what I would say. Is it worth it? Exactly what John says. You get so much with Elementor Pro. Okay, if you're using free and you're not investing, you're just restricting yourself. Inderpreet, how you doing? Is it possible to create a circular slider at the top in e-commerce? Yes, Inderpreet, and I did that in a video, Inderpreet. Yes, yeah. Hold on. So what you need to do is create a. Basically, what you would do, yeah, is you would create a testimonial carousel. Testimonial carousel, right? Inside the testimonial carousel, you'll put in images. The images will be circle, border radius, and then each image would be a link to a category page or a product page. And you could even do, I think that's the word, Michael. Yes, I think that's the word. I think that's what you're talking about, Michael. Yes, that. And I need to get a video out on that because I've done it on a few websites. Anyway, back to Inderpreet. So you could use a loop grid carousel with your products. You got your products, you put your image in, you do your border radius of 1,000, right? You do your border radius of 1,000, and then the image, it go. In fact, should we do it? Should we quickly do it? Because Inderpreet's asked a question. Shall we do it? Hey, and by the way, Juan, you're in the right place, Juan. And you know what? Can I just share with you, okay? If you are liking this, like what we do here and everything we do, then you need to go and sign up over here, okay? Go and join our Facebook group. It's free, Web Squadron. We continue chatting. We kind of do things. We mess around. We have a laugh. We take our clothes off. We do a little dance. Make a little love. Get down tonight. Right, so, let's have a look. Right, so let's go to this page, okay? Because Inderpreet, are you still there, Inderpreet? You are still there, my friend. Excellent. Always love having you here, my friend. Always love it. Loving it. That's the wrong page. Right. Where are we? No, wait. Where are we? Hold on a minute. I've got to set my screen up. Just wait a minute. I'm on the wrong screen. There we go. Right. Cool. Right. Okay. Right. Let's do this. Right. Let's go to pages. All pages. Let's go to GM. What's GM? What is a GM page? I don't even reckon. Carousel. Let's do this one then. Edit with Elementor. Let's just go to this fake page. Right. Let's go for a fake page. Right. Right. Okay. Are we ready? We're ready. Let's go and do a loop carousel. You see this here? Loop carousel. Let's drop the loop carousel in. Let's create a template. Let's hit the save button. Inside of here, we're going to drop in a featured image, right? It could be a featured image. It could be anything else. The featured image, in fact, sorry, can we go back a step? I've rushed it. I rushed that, okay. Let's just go back over to the loop carousel, right? This is going to be products. So make sure you've gone and picked products, okay? This hasn't even got an image here, which is stupid, right? But there's meant to be 3 products there, right? So you pick product. Then you hit edit template. Let's just hit save. We now edit the template. Okay, edit the template. I'm now going to pick up the image and I'm going to say give it a full resolution like that. We're going to go here. Let's just go with pixel for now. Let's just go with 300. No, let's not go 300. Too big. Let's go with 200 by 200, right? Let's give it a border radius of 1,000 like that. If you want to give it a box shadow, you can do, but you don't have to. Right, let's get rid of that. Go back over to your content. Click the image, right? And you see here where it says link. You go down here. Oh, hold on. You go custom URL. You click the dynamic tag for custom URL and you click the post URL. Right? Let's just hit update. So this is now going to be a carousel and you can have it, auto slide or however you want to do it, right? Let's just hit save and back. Okay, save and back. Okay, so imagine now we've got this carousel. There's meant to be an image here, but the image is not present. So let's now just preview this. So imagine now, you got your carousel, all of that. You click there, it goes to... it goes to the page! No way! Mind explosion time. This is the point when all of you should be kind of going... brain explosion. Does that make sense? So we just did that I just did that really quickly on the fly. There's no need for us to start messing around with extra plugins or extra stuff. We can do what we need to do here. Raptor says, can we build a cinema style website? Times of days. I mean, I suppose you could. Sam, how are you doing? The dynamic tag system within Elementor cannot detect nested custom fields, such as repeater fields. What's an appropriate workaround? Right, Sam. The workaround is you got to use dynamic.oo. I'm really sorry, but you got to go and get the premium plugin dynamic.oo because I had to do that for help someone out. And there was no solution other than them using dynamic ooh. Now, there is probably another quicker, better way to do it. You could argue, well, I don't know, they could use other stuff, but I found that just using dynamic ooh took away the pain to show the repeater field. And I know it's not great, Sam. Don't get me wrong, okay? And I will try and find a better solution. But yeah, it was the best way. And look, this is now just going to do what you need to do, and you can have it sliding. You could even do something similar to what we did, where if you watch one of our videos, where we've got this going on. So rather than it slide, you could literally have it so it's just continuously moving nicely. You drop in a bit of code there, and away you go. And we've got a video for that as well, that you can go and watch. But yeah. That is a really quick and funky way of showing off posts, right? That then go to the single product page. And how quick and easy was that? Literally, how quick and easy was that, what I just did? I wasn't even really paying much attention. Yeah, we'll just do that, border radius, blah, blah. And that for me is how the Elementor has evolved in a really good way. For me, it's gone from I don't know how to explain it. I can't think of a good explanation. But it's basically evolving. Right? Because there's all these other beasts and stuff, right? There's all these other dinosaurs out there, so it's got to step up a little bit. How to make marquee text, literally like that, Shafiq, and you have to go over to our video channel. In fact, shall I share the video for you with that one? So let me just get the video. Let me share the video for you. By the way, this survey, please don't forget that this survey ends in 29 minutes. If you have not completed this survey, you've got to do it. Please, please, please complete the survey. It ends in 29 minutes. All right, and once it's closed, it's closed. Right, let me get you. So Shafiq, take this and party. Here we go, Shafiq. So auto scroll. Right. It is a tiny bit of extra bit of code you have to add in, and it basically means your testimonial carousel or any kind of carousel is now just gonna auto scroll. That's how cool it is. That is how brilliant it is. Okay? No problem in Dupree, and I wish you all the best. Same time or after live? Yes, John, the survey literally closes in 28 minutes. The survey says, I can show you here. I can show you here now, right? If I just show you the screen, look. The survey closes in 27 minutes. Let's just wait a moment. Just wait a moment. Just wait a minute. 26 and a bit minutes. 26 and a bit minutes. Okay. In terms of entries, I'm going to just tell you now how many we've had. Okay. It's not been as high as I wanted. Maybe if I had let it run like miles longer, we might have got more. We've only got 131 responses. For me, every response is valuable. I really would have liked to have had more, but that's the way it is. Hey, Mia, here's the survey. There's the link. Right, there's the link. Okay, going right now, click it, go and do it, and come back again, okay? And don't forget to hit like if you've not already hit like. The more likes we get, the more the video and gets shared out across YouTube, and it's part of the YouTube algorithm. So for us, it is a really important thing to basically get as much as we can. Chilster, I am testing a form with Formcraft with, I don't really use Formcraft plugin, Chilster, so I'm going to wait for someone else to answer that, but I don't use that. Erica has an odd question. If she has a site already, but I want to add my listing. Okay, right. If you were to, you could add my listing to your current site, but it will mess up your theme. You could, if you want, you could create a staging site. You could create a subdomain, depending on your hosting. Do they allow that? Actually, just going back to what Chilster says, then Michael has said something as well, cleared the cache. Obviously, delete your internet browser and all of that, but you just make sure you purge your site and your server and regenerate. But yeah, anyway, back to Erica. If you want to create another WordPress file, is there a way to use both? I don't know. You might need to check with your provider. I'm not a major expert in that at all. But I would say subdomain. In fact, John agrees with me. John, subdomain is a good... In fact, John will probably know more. Yeah, John will probably know more and have a better idea. But subdomain feels much safer. By the way, there are now 24 minutes to do that survey. Last chance. If you know anyone who might complete it, any groups, any forums, please do let them know. But like I said, or like I think I said, right now we have got, I'll tell you how many. We have got 131 still. We've got 131, okay? Yeah, so the questions right, okay, let me just clarify then really quickly. What are the questions? Really simple, right? How many years experience do you have, right? Building websites, okay? How many years experience? What is your country? So stick your country in, okay? Oops, sorry. Oh, it's gone to the page, hasn't it? Oh, I don't want to do that. Anyway, what I then want to know is what is your basic price for basically a basic website? Okay, what is the price? And I do explain it up over here what I mean by basic. So what we want to know is for a basic website, 5-page website, give or take, no WooCommerce, no appointment booking, nothing like that. No appointment booking, right? What would you charge for a basic website? But you might have a different price depending on how you got the client. So if you got the client on Fiverr, what would you be charging? And if you have no experience with using Fiverr, you just use NA, non-applicable. NA, non-applicable. Then you have one for cold calling. Then you have one for agency, word of mouth, advertising. So if most of your websites are from contacting businesses or word of mouth, you go for the cold emailing and the word of mouth one, referrals, and you just say, what is your rough price range? $500, $1,000, $10,000. So we're just trying to get a broad range of what you would do for, don't delete your internet browser. I probably said that a bit quick, Sam. So what is the rough price you would be charging for a basic website? Sorry, I yawned then. So think about it, okay? Nice one, Andrew. Thanks for being part of the 131. You're one of them. So if you imagine, Mia, right? 5 people come to you for a website. One of them is via an agency you work for. One of them is from Fiverr. One of them is from a sponsored advert you did. One of them is by you contacting a business and now they want to use you. And one of them is a word of mouth referral. Would you charge all of them the same price for a basic 5-page website? Basic website. No WooCommerce, no appointment, nothing overly funky. 5-page website, okay? Or would you adjust your prices? Hi, William. How are you? William, if you've not completed this survey, please do go and do it, okay? Please do complete the survey if you've not done it already. So would you charge a different price for the Fiverr? Because maybe they've come to you or you've gone to them and it's a $50 website. You know, is that what you would do? Would you build a website for that? Whereas a word of mouth one who's come to you on the back of a testimonial or a recommendation, you might say, yeah, $5,000. $5,000 versus $50, right? Agency might be a different price. When you contact a business and you're trying to get them to use you, you might compromise your price a little bit. Adverts, maybe you've advertised that we'll build websites for $500. Are you still going to charge $500 to build a website or a little bit more? So it's getting that kind of idea around price ranges rather than saying what you charge, which is very broad, because I do think that the way you get the client could influence your proposal, right? Could influence your proposal. Like I've had people contact me from India who want me to work on their website. I know there's almost no point entertaining it because the minute I go over $200, you can literally see them panicking. What? It's literally like there's almost no point. Like today, this morning, someone, and by the way, I'm not being critical of your location, but someone from Vietnam contacted me, right? So they're in Vietnam, they contacted me, they want me to improve their page speed performance, right? Their score was 22%. They sent me a link. I had a quick look at the link just to see the recommendations. And I literally said to them, look, why don't you go and watch the Page Speed 2023 video and work it out yourself, right? If you want me to do it, it's going to come to £1,200. That's what I said to them for the amount of time and effort it's going to be. They literally, you could feel the panic as they replied, that's way over what I'm going to pay, way over. And you kind of feel like, what's the point of entertaining it? Which is why I don't work with Fiverr clients or anyone from Upwork even. With Upwork, you can get decent paying customers, but it is very varied. It's a very competitive market as well. Don't worry, Mia. I'm sure all of your answers are going to... 132. Mia has entered the arena. William, since following your latest speed optimization video, I have one speed issue. It is a slow server. Right. I'm going to let you answer that question yourself, William. So I'm going to ask you to study what you've just written there and what do you think is the answer? Slow server response time. My next question to you is, who is your Who is your host provider? There's a big clue. Who's your host provider? So William, who's your host provider? See you later, Mark. See you later. Right, I've just had someone, Jeff, sign up. Yep, Jeff, let you into the group. Okay, so William, who is your host provider? And I'm just going to just check some notifications that have come through on Facebook. Yep, so William, please do let us know who is your host provider. Which... Sorry, someone's just said to me, right, their Safari is the most up-to-date version, but WebP images are not showing. And I'm saying, I don't think so. Which version is Safari? Is the Mac? Do you know what I mean? When someone says to me, right, WebP's not showing. Right, okay, Namecheap. Not Namecheap, William. The issue is your Namecheap hosting. Unless you get a faster server... By the way, William, I bet if you run your PageSpeed Insight now, you might not get an issue. You might run it 10 minutes later, you might not get an issue. You run it half an hour later, you might get an issue. Server speed is like this. Even with cloud, even with CDN, there is no constant, right? It's like, it's a bit like, have you ever run a speed check on your internet, right? What's your speed right now for downloading and uploading? Run it again 2 minutes later. Run it again 5 minutes later. Right? Run it at different times of the day. It does this. Okay? So if that's the only issue you're getting, William, here's my advice. Let it go. Let it go. Right? Because the issue you get now could be massively worse or massively better. And if when I assess a website, okay, and I get that, I almost don't bother too much. I mean, look, to be honest though, I mean, Michael makes a suggestion there with WP Fastest Cache. Even with that, you're still, even with Lightspeed, all of them, even with W3 Total Cache and all of them, you're going to get fluctuation. So I would say try it out. But if that's the only major thing that's affecting things, I seriously just let it go. Because you could have perfect speed and then it goes like that. Bloop. That's the thing though, William. I mean, that's the other thing though, William. The more you add, the more things will crop up. I mean, I let it go. I let it go. Because I know that I can run and the score's absolutely fine. I can run it again and the score goes down. I can run it again and the score goes up. So you just kind of go, you know, just let it go. How does a website offer value a business? If the business operates in a small town, why should the local area use it? How does, you know, well, the thing is about Raptor, right? I could easily say, yeah, why have they got a shop? Why have they got a shop? Why do they have a sign in their window? You know, why do they even let people know they have a shop or put their details in an advert? Right? So even if a business operates in a small town, right? If you got to remember though, right? How small is the town? Number one. Number two, what if someone can't get to the shop and the phone is busy? Would the website help them to advertise? Do they only service the town? Never outside. They have no intention of growing. So I would say a lot of it depends on the business model. Sam migrated from Namecheap to Stablepoint. Yep. Now looking at the score is now first contentful paint. To be honest, William, look, I've advised you many times on these things. Yeah, you need to look at, are you lazy loading? Number one. Have you got the right size image? Number two. Have you got the right size image on the mobile? Number three. yeah, there's there is no one size fits all answer. You've got to go in and investigate and look at which image is being raised. Go to your website and look at that image. Olivier, any advice to compress and optimize a background video? Compressing videos will massively affect the quality. Okay. Not always a good idea, in my opinion, especially when someone views it full screen. It looks really shit. 30-second video. Why don't you pull it from YouTube? Put it on YouTube, make it private or unlisted. Then you use Presto Player, which is a free plugin to pull the video back without having all of the YouTube adverts and branding everywhere. So you could try that. Right, I'm going to give everyone the 2-minute warning now, okay? Because I have been live for 1 hour and... How long have I been live? 1 hour, 5 minutes. I've been live for 1 hour, 5 minutes. The survey is closing in 12 minutes. In fact, 11 minutes if you want to be really specific. 11 minutes. If you've not done it, you got to do it. Okay? Please do. Exactly what Pez says. I would not use Namecheap for a hosting either. It's like 123reg. They're okay for domain, but not really hosting. Raptor, medium-sized village, I think. What, you don't know? Customers are local, not keen on buying off the website, people looking at the site, however, not sure how the site brings value to the... Okay, Raptor X, so here's the next question to you, right? Have they contacted you or have you contacted them? If you've contacted them, you should know the answer as to how the website's going to help them. Otherwise, why did you contact them? If they contacted you and they want a website, fine, just go and build it and charge them for it. Plain and simple. Plain and simple, right? You take care, Big Kahuna. Plain and simple, Raptor X. Did they contact you or did you contact them? Oh, yes, Andrew, your neighbour. Remember, right, do not do anything for free. Nice one, Erica. Do have a go with it, all right? Do have a go with it. Takes a bit of getting used to, but you will get used to it. Okay, everyone, I'm going to round off now and say goodbye. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day or your night or your evening or your morning, whatever time it is. Have a great weekend. Look after yourselves. Stay safe. And we will catch up on Monday. And don't forget, on Monday, I will be sharing the results of the survey. And hopefully they make sense. And I'll try and keep it as simple as possible. Because it is a simple survey. But it closes in nearly 8 minutes. It's just over 9. But it is going to hit 8 minutes in a moment. Take care. See you soon. Bye.